Alrighty. Alrighty. I think I got YouTube started too. Yes, I did. Alright, let's pull up both voice chat real quick. And we'll move on from there. Classic color question, what does a business card go on? What the hell? What channel does a business card go on? Self-promotion. Alrighty, alrighty. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Bow, bow, bow. And now... Tequila. Don't think anyone's here. That's okay. It's alright to think about that. 'Cause I guess there's no one here. There's no one here. I think Zen's here now. uh, hold on. Is text-to-speech not working? No, it is. Yes, I think. Right? Is it working, Zen? Tell me in the Discord if it's working. Should be.
I don't see it.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Test.
There we go. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'll test the YouTube one as well. And test. Uh-oh. YouTube might not be working, though.
Test. I can't hear it, but I can see the text.
You can't hear it, but you can see the text. What? Oh, why is there two of these? Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, my settings and everything got reset. Hold on. Everything got reset. What the hell? Let's see. Why does YouTube one take so long?
Flash hell.
Okay, wait, hold on.
S. FD.
Okay, it's definitely working.
A.
Hold on.
B. V. C. A. Test. D. S. A. D. SD. SAS. D. SD. ASD. A. D. SD. A. SDA. SDA. D. A. D. D. A. SDA. D. S. ASD. S. A. B.
Okay, cool.
C.
D. You sure you can
E.
hear it?
I can hear it now. F.
You
G.
sure you can hear it?
H.
Hold on, hold on.
I.
We
J.
may need to
K.
do a few more
L.
tests real quick.
M.
Hold on.
N. O.
Hold on.
O. L.
Wait.
P. Q.
I can't
R.
believe I messed that up.
I'm pretty sure I can hear it. S.
Hold on, wait,
T.
wait, wait. We still need to go through the whole alphabet to really test it real quick.
W. X. Y. Z.
There we go. Okay. I think we've done the official test. You know, now to do it backwards.
Z. Y.
No, I'm joking. Anyway, all right.
It appears as though it works.
Yeah. I mean, thank God I did the test. Thank God. Not streamed in a few days, so there's probably gonna be just me and you tonight. I'm not gonna lie. It's been way too long since I've streamed, so hopefully. Yeah, so people probably won't show up today. That's okay. So it'll most likely be me and you, so that's okay. So probably look at your stuff first, since you're the only one here. And then I don't think I didn't put every.
If I'm the only one here, would you mind looking at my new field test videos?
Hey. Zen. Zen. I guess I have a minute delay, so I'm like, I'll give you an excuse on that one. Wait, where'd that video go? I literally said I was going to, but then what did I do with the videos? I had them in the playlist and I just put them on top, but now I don't know where it is. Uh-oh.
Oh, never mind. Classic color stream technical difficulties.
Yeah, of course. Hold on. Did it just delete it? Because it was like, I don't know
It's not a big deal if you don't watch them.
Well, no. I had both of them. I was trying to put them on the top of the list so we can watch them first. I have no fucking idea where I put it on the list. Like, I may have not, like... I don't know exactly what happens if you just, like... Because there's a little bar thing that you grab and you can, like, move around the videos. The problem is... It's like, it will do this glitch occasionally.
So they're just like, gone. Interesting.
Yeah, well, that's the funny thing. There's a thing that you can do occasionally that if you don't like go directly on like the list box thing, it just deletes it. It's not here. Hold on. Let me just go back to submit video to watch then. I can just grab them from here. It's fine. It's crazy though. Okay. That one's there. And then let's go to playlist. And then let's put this one here
That's
too.
kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of annoying because then sometimes I don't know what videos like I do that with. But because I know it's yours, it's fine. Because what I'll normally do is I'll just take the people's videos that are here and do that instead.
Why am I getting an advertisement for Lego Crocs?
Big an advertisement because Lego Crocs, duh. Because they're Crocs. You need some Crocs. We gotta get some Lego Crocs, Obviously, duh. Clearly you love Legos, so you gotta get Crocs.
I don't want Crocs.
You gotta get Crocs now. Lego is basically saying, buy me, buy me. Don't mind the fact that they also have, they also kind of cause a lot of plastic waste in the ocean for years. But you know what's really funny about it? You wanna know what's really funny about it, though?
Can anyone really afford Lego anymore?
In other countries they can, just not in the US. Because unfortunately the US is kind of, because they recognize it's too profitable here. Unfortunately. and they don't really give a shit about our economy. So yeah, I mean, lately, how you say it? Lately, freaking apparent like despite them causing a bunch of like plastic waste, what's really interesting is they actually, since they're a Norwegian company, they're actually doing something about it. And you remember that like biodegradable plastic waste I was talking about before? Apparently, that's what they're, or apparently that's the stuff that they're actually using like right now. I didn't know that already existed. Apparently it does. Which again, all right, which is interesting. It probably isn't that useful, so that's probably the reason why it's like used for like toys and shit. But like it's a step in the right direction. I mean, shit, you know. Just kind of wish the US would, do that, but fuck me, I guess, We should do that with like data chips considering like fucking AI companies are obliterating the planet. Also ad in about 2, 1, and ad played. See you after the ad, I guess. Waiting for the ad to finish. Did it not play? Normally it gives me a
Q biggering also I didn't get an advertisement.
queue biggering. Yeah, that one's in the queue as well. Weird. It said it was going to give you guys an ad, so I waited. It's probably just going to do it at a random point then. Just so weird. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Whatevs.
I'll let you know when I get it.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, there we go.
Ad.
There we go. Now it's playing. Wow, that was a huge delay.
Ad over.
Okay, cool. Sorry. I'm just trying to look on how much it gives me now for like for pre-rolls to go off. Let's see. Every 30 seconds, now it's only 10 minutes of no pre-roll ads instead of 20. Cool. Great. Love that, Twitch. Thanks. Let's see. Oh, but you put 3 minutes of mid-rolls? Is it for I guess an hour or so. You don't get pre-rolls for a whole like hour and a half though, I guess, if you do 3 minutes, but what the fuck? Why would anyone do that? If you do a minute, you get like 20 minutes of no pre-roll ads. And then a minute 30 is 30 minutes.
I don't like advertisements. Also, they're not even effective because it's to the point that it becomes background noise.
Oh yeah, 1000%. There's no way, like, yeah, this is the reason why Twitch doesn't really get much from their ad revenue. Like, I don't, like, there's such a small portion that comes from it, but they kind of need it. Because if they don't, then, like, then the whole freaking company will just, like, go down, even if it's only, like, 30%. The only reason why Twitch exists is because Amazon is profitable. That's it. The moment that Amazon doesn't become profitable, like, doesn't become, like, or hits a ceiling, like Twitch is just gonna be gone. Like that's the sucky thing about it. That's the only crummy thing about Kick is like funded by gambling websites. So they will never what do I call it? They will never like freaking run out of how do I say it? They will never like run out of money because they have like gambling money, like gambling ads, if that makes any sense. Which is kind of the reason, I guess, why I should be streaming on Kick as well. But like, I don't know, man. Just don't like Kick. I don't like Kick. There's too many degenerates on there. But like, I don't know. There's also like people that have actually had like real ass how you say it? There are people I've had like real ass freaking what do you call it? There are people I've had real freaking trying to find the word for it. Like people that have been artists of like actual movies and shit that are on there, like, you know, like high production movies like Spider-Verse, like a lot of the artists of Spider-Verse, like they're on Kick, which is very interesting to think about. As well as like I think the dude that also like one of the dudes that animate like Invincible, some of the people that work for The Boys, some people have like done a lot of like animation, like even a bunch of like anime artists are on there that like have worked on anime and like voice actors. There's so many people, like so many creatives that are on there.
It really depends. But I honestly don't really care what site you use as long as I can watch the streams.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably use Kick so you guys can avoid ads, but like it just Kick is such a problem. But like ever since the age verification thing, I might need to use Kick at least as like a backup just in case. So, you know, yeah, I know I keep saying that I will, but I keep forgetting to do that. Let's see here. Oops. Hold on. Let me actually see what I can... I'm logged in, so I can try to see if I can try to do it again. Display language, settings. Oh, jeez. Everything's all weird this time. Hold on. Location. Trying to find like the frickin' link to be able to connect, but I have no idea how to boot it up anymore.
Ads aren't exactly that annoying right now, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, I know. It's not that bad right now, but like in the future, who knows, man? Um Trying to think here. Trying to find it, but I can't find the frickin' thing. Okay. How do I stream on Kick now? Hold on. I'm actually like looking it up because I have no idea where it is now.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know, I'm looking for it right now. Creator dashboard. Should be the same. Creator dashboard. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is actually kind of convenient. Oh, this is really convenient.
Delay test.
You're good. What's up? What's up, Zen? Oh, you're trying to figure out how long the delay is? Oh my god. Okay. Forgot that it has two-factor authentication. I'm sorry. Since it's me and you, I don't have to
The delay
worry.
is exactly 5 seconds currently.
Okay. That makes sense. That's fair. It's not too bad. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like trying to get like the stream key and shit. Sorry, I'm gonna see if I can maybe, like, if I don't screw myself on this, but oh my god. Holy crap, their stream keys are much more deliberate than there's so much longer than how you say it than the did I just modify the YouTube one? Uh-oh. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Thought I modified the YouTube one by accident. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Doink. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Kick, I also have to like change settings and shit. Kick, so I also have to like change settings and shit. Oops. Okay. Okay. Now.
Right. Everything hurts right now. Storms suck, which is a shame because I like stormy weather.
Storms suck. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's because the medicine they have. I'm sorry. Alrighty. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can activate kick text-to-speech. The fuck? Do I sound like that? Text-to-speech? What the hell? Wow, I sound really weird from a distance.
Hi all.
Hello, Abang. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hoping 12 for you.
Probably doesn't help that the only painkiller I use is just Tylenol, but then again it was plenty strong for my pancreatic attacks.
Oof. I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that, Zen. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. How you doing, Abang? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. You know what's really ironic? I like how other platforms like have like Blue Sky as like a link thing that you can put in, but Kick does not. It's ironic, isn't it? I actually switch to a different gaming thing too. Hold on. Because since Kick is being... Sorry. Normally I shouldn't be doing this right now. I should be doing this while I'm offline. I just kind of want to see if I can, like, if I'm just gonna kind of want to see if I can... I'm just gonna change a few things around now. Let's clips. Give these moderation. Yeah, and I can change this from digital art to like gaming or some shit. Let's do... It's a top game right now. Let's see here. Let's find out what's a popular game.
BRB, I'm going to bandage my leg, arm, and torso, but I'm going to leave the stream on in the background while I do that.
Got it. I do not think Kick will work like this, but we will see if just chatting still works there, where it'll just like recommend me to a bunch of people. So okay, Jose. I don't want to turn on followers only. I'd rather keep this on. Keep it off entirely. Alright, yeah, but I don't have... Problem is, moderation in frickin' Kick is kind of scary. I like how their hate speech thing, like, is at max or like at minimum, like you can only put it at minimum, not unfiltered. Like sexual content, you could say anything about sex and like it's unfiltered, like it could be unfiltered. You can say anything about violence, bullying, drugs, weapons, gibberish, and like spam like crazy, and it will like how you say it? And like it will be able to do it like unfiltered. But when it comes to hate speech, it's like it's got like a very vague definition of it, and it's like no, you have to, you still can't say the word, you can't say the word Ritz here, but obviously the other like thing that's attached to Ritz, I'm like, that's crazy, brother. That's so crazy. uh Sorry, I actually do gotta do something real quick.
Torso done.
Torso of what? Oops. Sorry, I do actually gotta put in somebody else.
I meant that I got my torso bandaged up.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a drawing. Jeez, that's much more crazy. There. Alright. Anywho. Yeah. Also, Bang, you still haven't told me what your day is like, or day has been like so far. Probably, there's a huge delay on YouTube, so that's probably why. Unfortunately. Let's see how long it takes for it to, like, actually send. Oops, let me try that again. Oh my god, it's so much more delayed. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Test 2.
Jesus Christ, a 9-second delay. Good God. Okay. That is insanity. Virtual insanity. Anyway.
I'm doing alright other than the reasons I needed to bandage my leg, arm, and torso.
Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah. Freaking Zen, you always hurt yourself. Why is your torso now, like, hurt? Or why is your torso now? What happened to your torso? God, dude. That's really funny. I love how Kick used to be, like, it's actually really funny that Kick used to be like a platform that would take jabs at just chatting and like and e-girls and shit. And now they have like the worst, now they have like a bunch of fucking e-girls like on the top of their page. It's hilarious. Ooh, and they have a Nazi. Sorry, no, not Nazi. It's a pedo defender. My apologies. We have a pedo defender. Freaking, because she wants to suck the dick of another pedo defender. Ah, yes. Love that. Leaflet. Anyway.
Okay, leg and torso bandaged.
Cool. Okay. Anyway. We can actually continue to... Okay. We can continue to, what do I call it? We can continue to the videos now. Let's see. Oh my god, a 16-minute video? Okay. Jesus Christ. Wait, didn't we watch this? Hold on. I swear we watched this one before. Okay, and... try that again. I mean, it's not really showing anything, so I don't think it really matters if it's a wide shot, so... Sorry.
This
That's my first
is
patrol.
the second patrol I'm filming.
So much background noise.
I've done quite a few.
Holy crap, you're in the middle of nowhere. Where the hell are you?
This is a field test.
You did say you were in a... You did say that you were in, like, in the middle of nowhere, but holy crap, you are actually in the middle of nowhere. Hold on. Where the hell are you? Okay, I guess you're near a farm, too, but...
Before this,
Where the
I recorded my first one, did a few...
Oh, that's a trash can. Okay,
And
that's what
this
that noise
is-
was.
I think my
I need, like, a
7th or 8th
view of, like,
one
the
that I'm
entire
doing.
place you're at. This is crazy. Who's that? Who's the other... Wait, who's the other person? Who is the shoes?
Near my grandparents' ranch.
Okay.
What I do is
Oh, okay. So you're not normally there? Or do you live with your grandparents? It's kind of crazy that you okay, so you live in a rural area for sure. That's kind of wild though. You're just out in the middle of freaking nowhere. That's so I feel so worried for you because like you're like out there with all like the like wild animals and shit. Like you probably have to have you
My grandpa lived right behind my house.
Let's see, your grandpa lives right behind your house. That's crazy though. Like, it's wild because of like it's always funny because I remember when you know my state used to have like more rural areas and I lived near a rural area, man. We used to have to like deal with like bobcats and coyotes and like kangaroo rats and like owls and shit. We had to deal with so many wild animals and like because they were so fucking dangerous. It's like how often do you have to like carry out freaking grandpa's shotgun to like, or how often does your grandpa like have to pull out his shotgun to go deal with like some wild wild animals? Because I guarantee, like, man, dude, I remember that time.
Here's how to not get attacked. Just avoid them.
What, bobcats? No, dude, bobcats will come at you. They're especially if you're like a child, dude, like, or if you're, I guess you're not that young to the level where they would attack you, but they will come after you, you know, like if they're brave enough, they'll do it. So, but those are like bobcats though. Those are deserts. What animals do you have to deal with out there? You don't have to deal with like bears and shit, do you? I guess bears would be more around trees and shit, but still, Jesus. Can you tell I live in a heavy industry like place now? It's so ironic because like it's so weird because like it's ironic because I used to live like in places where there used to be shitload of like when there used to be tons of animals just everywhere, and I just wouldn't be afraid of them in the slightest. I don't know if it's just because I'm older now, but now
I'm talking about coyotes and snakes. You respect their areas, they'll stay out of your way.
Oh yeah, well coyotes will, yeah, sure. Snakes, on the other hand, I guess depends on the breed. I guess it depends on what it is exactly. Oh my god! Speaking of, we gotta watch this like video of there's this little I don't know if you've seen him. He's this little this little white snake. Like this corn. It's not a corn snake, but it's called like a Texas range like snake or some shit like that. And like this snake, he like I guess you've probably seen it before, but it's this little like this little corn snake that like really hates Markiplier for some odd reason, and I don't know why. It's really funny because he's just like he's a little like danger noodle. It's very, very funny. I don't think he has any teeth or anything, so it's really funny just watching the snake like freak out. He's so cute. He's a super
Oh, that guy.
What, Markiplier or the snake? Because the snake is not a guy, it's a snake. He's a funny little you've seen the Danger Noodle? I think he's probably been around enough now where people know who the Danger Noodle is, but I don't know. He's so cute. He's so adorable. I love watching the videos of that little Danger Noodle doing something goofy. I mean, he's not necessarily a Danger Noodle because he doesn't have any teeth or anything.
I've seen it.
Yeah. He's cute. I like it. He's a super little cute little guy. I guess he is a guy. Yeah. He's a cute little freaking. It makes me want to get myself a corn snake. Not the one that he is, because that's the little white ones. Apparently, like the little Texas ones, they always are aggressive, like at random things all the time, and they have like a lot of problems. So it's like you gotta get like a basic like corn snake, which I guess is the least aggressive, like no teeth, like one that's pretty simple to take care of. Like, yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but
Fully bandaged up.
nice. Oh yeah, glad to hear it. Yeah, let me see. Let's look at corn snakes for sale real quick. So I want to actually look at some corn snakes. Hold on. Okay, and we'll play the video while we're going here. So
I go along one side of the road, get what I see, and on the way back, I get the other side of the road. This is also a field test of the Metal Zen project. Got
Yes,
the first
it is.
leg done, and I did a
what are you dragging? Are you still dragging the trash can? Where are you dragging it to?
mobility test already, but since this is a field test,
Oh my god, imagine being a garbage truck driver, like, that has to go out into rural areas. Actually, that's probably pretty nice, because then you don't have to worry about, like, hitting cars and shit. It's probably more annoying to do it, like, elsewhere. Yeah, no, not an albino snake. They do not have porn snakes. Let's see. Shop live reptiles. Why is Amazon? Amazon, what? How are you? What? Okay, it's things for reptiles, but I'm
I
like,
figured
I'm
I'd
dragging the garbage can
record.
behind me so I don't need to use any garbage bags.
garbage can. Oh, you're just bringing the whole garbage can with you. That's crazy. All
So,
right,
yeah.
that's nuts.
I'm going the other way than usual today because I think I already got all of it.
Now that you don't live in a city as well, though, I can probably see why your parents just allow it now, so that makes sense. What the hell? Okay,
The trash within my comfortable range on my other route. Leg is doing good so far.
oh god, there's a few corn snakes.
No issues.
It's like the smallest it's like the least deadly corn
He's moving
snake.
around a little, but
Is it the Anthropis?
that's just because of the way I have it tied. And it's easy enough to fix in 2 seconds.
My mom is still a little too worried in my opinion, but at least she lets me go.
That's fair.
I'm not going to be very talkative this
I mean, I would
time.
say at the very like, I mean, you're in the
just
middle of like a rural area,
video
so I
up
guess it's a
and
little
enjoy.
safer. I would say probably having your piece on you though, for just in case, like, you know, animals try to attack you or anything. So, oh, this one's $60. What's wrong with him? Oh, it's albino. That's why. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with the albino snakes. 2 to 4 foot long corn snake. Anthropius gudata. Oh my god, there's 16 different types.
I'm only like 5 miles away from the desert. Those 5 miles is a field.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, so this is the least aggressive danger noodle. He is I didn't recognize they had pattern, like, I guess yeah, because they have the yellow patterns, right? Let's see. I'm at least 2 to 5 miles. I'm only like 5 miles away from the desert. But hold on. What do you mean you're only 5 miles away from the desert? How? Hold on. Wait a minute. How are you near a desert, but also like in like a grassy place? I'm kind of confused. I guess that makes sense, because I mean there's like a foresty area here as well as there's like a desert in Arizona, but we're more like in a weirder region. Sorry, I'm trying to like get this fan to like just blow a little harder. Don't take that out of context. Ugh. Anyway,
Idaho. It's a little bit inconsistent with its biome.
Idaho. That makes sense. Let's go, Idaho. Anyway, I don't think anybody even gets that reference anymore. Yeah, look at this guy. He's pretty cute. I like him. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. Isn't he cute? Isn't he so cute? I love this little danger noodle. Oh, he's got a little thing that looks like an eyebrow. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. He looks like he's got like a little eyebrow thing that looks like he's sad too. Oh man, that's cute. Or mean, depending, or he looks a little angry too at the same time. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. God damn it, dude. I really want a corn snake. I like fancy rats though. Like that's the thing. I'm more of like a rodent person. I like fancy rats just because fancy rats are just like much more like how do I say it? Much more like not behaved, but they're easier to manage than probably than like a reptile, because reptiles you have to do a lot for, so reptiles are kind of high maintenance. I'm assuming corn snakes are probably also pretty high maintenance, but because they're like so not dangerous, they're probably easy to take care of. I just don't want an albino one because albino ones are aggressive. Albino ones are like can be mean. Like albino snakes are usually a little bit more mean. I think they're also poisonous too. Unless an albino corn snake is just not normally male only. Yikes. What is usually a less aggressive corn snake? Albino blood red corn snake. Jesus Christ.
Can we please stay on topic?
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm looking at corn snakes. I just love me some corn snakes. Oh, sweet. Nice Coors. I will say Coors beer. Not my first choice, honestly. Coors beer is not my first choice. God damn, look at that boy. Look at that boy, man. Oh, he looks scary as shit. Holy hell. How much you want to bet this guy is also not that like, what do you call it? How much you want to bet this snake is also like really peaceful? And he has like no teeth or anything?
I find a lot of beer containers on patrol.
Hold on, what the fuck? Hold on. Excuse me? Hold on. We ship our corn snakes FedEx overnight. Sorry. You can deliver reptiles? Ship our corn snakes FedEx overnight. Most packages arrive at 10:30 a.m. if you live in a smaller town or rural area. How long do these things like hold on. How long do these reptiles like how long can they go without eating?
A little update on how I deal with wood stuff.
There's a lot of ways that I handle wood, but not in that way. Anyway.
If it's unusable, I leave it so it can decompose.
Yeah, they call that getting old. But doing ching anyway.
Or I can get it when I run out of garbage.
You can ship them, but it's not a good idea since if they get shoved in the mail, they just die.
Grab it and keep it.
In the mail, they just die. Yeah, that's what I'm just wondering, because I'm like, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. We pack your reptiles in the safest, most efficient way possible. All reptile orders are shipped in styrofoam lined cardboard box, a lined cardboard box used specifically for shipping reptiles. Depending on weather conditions, we may include a ice pack or a heat pack at no charge for safety of animals. If weather conditions are too severe to ship, we will notify you and arrange a future shipping date. This is all done for safety of the animal. Yeah, but why ship them? That's so weird. Like, I guess you can. That feels cruel, does it not? Like, let's see. I 100% would buy from them again. Baby corn snake Ruby. Oh, they even come with names previously, too. Ruby came super sweet.
Modern society is a little cruel.
Yeah, it is kind of a little cruel. I guess they can handle it, like handle eating without it for like a few days, which makes sense. But man, dude, I would 100% buy from them again. Well, remember, they do an overnight shipping, so it's like you have to pay overnight shipping and it has to come to you. So it's like, so they won't like do it without without it being like in a priority thing, which makes sense, thank God, but still, I 100% would buy from again.
You sound like you would overfeed your snake.
I would overfeed my snake. Well, that's kind of the problem is I don't know, I guess I do spoil animals. Like mine was definitely spoiled. Like that I would give her like toys and I'll give like my fancy rat like a bunch of like toys and shit. But that's because like my rat would figure out how to like they were like fancy rats are really fucking smart. It's like they will find shit to do, and if you don't give them shit to do,
Please do some research. They can get hurt if you feed them too often.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I won't. That's what I'm saying. I would do research for sure. I'm just saying, if I get a pet, I would definitely do research about it. Yeah, no. I used to spoil my rat. I didn't like overfeed her or anything, but I did used to give her like a bunch of like toys and shit to play with because it was like, because the problem is you don't give rats things to do. They'll just like, how do I say it? They'll like,
I like rats.
Yeah. Well, specifically fancy rats are very, like, good creatures to have. They're just really fucking smart. So it's like, and they're very, like, what do you call it? And they're very, like, attached to their owners. So it's like, so they don't really, like, so if you put them in the cage, they will try to escape, and then, like, they will just escape, and they love fucking exploring. So it's like, you can get a rat that will, like,
just rats in general are smart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Mine was way too fucking smart because she would try to open her cage, so I had to get one of those things that would make sure that like the rat just couldn't open it. She never tried to escape, but she opened her cage so often. But she loved me so much, so I ended up she ended up always trying to like get in my bed and stuff, so luckily, luckily the cage was loud and it just goes coo. So
When I was younger, when I had a rat, I called her a pocket puppy because of how affectionate and smart she was.
Oh yeah, dude, they're really fucking smart creatures. So they're super
Like a dog.
smart creatures. Yeah, they're very smart and very loving creatures. Specifically, the female fancy rats though. Don't get a male one. The male ones are a little bit I mean, they're fine. They're just a little bit more not needy. They're needy and they can have a lot of problems. The female fancy rats are usually quite fine because they're what do you call it? They're just a lot more calm and tame. They like chewing on a lot of things though, so give them stuff to chew on too. So, because they will keep chewing on their cage. If they chew on their cage, you got to give them something to chew on. So, that's, or give them a fuckload of water. Because if you give them tons of water, if you give them tons of water, they're also but you got to be careful though as well, not giving them too much water.
Creatures are fun on occasion.
Yeah, you have to also be careful of not giving them too much water, because then they'll drink too much water and then they'll die of overhydration. So it's weird. It's really weird. You have to be very they luckily portion themselves out quite well, but they're still creatures that base themselves off of survival instincts. So it's so of course they're gonna do a lot of crazy things. So that's the one unfortunate there's unfortunate things about not having because having a dog or a cat usually it might not be easy, but at the very least there's things that they don't do that's survival instincts. I mean, it's expensive as hell, with vet bills and shit to have a cat or a dog, but because you always have to bring him to the vet so the vet can fucking deal with their anal glands, release their anal glands or some shit. So at the very least, they don't freaking do something crazy.
I have another half of the field test patrol. It's on a second video so that the individual videos are smaller.
I gotcha. Sorry, I'm going into a whole ramble, but I do want to talk about this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I will say a lot of people do have a lot of misconceptions about dogs and cats. They're still high maintenance. they're just things that most people know about. Um, Ironically, would I say a rat is easier to take care of? Most fucking definitely. A fancy rat is so much easier to take care of than a what do I call it? Than most creatures. So a lot of people be like, "Oh,
I don't get why people are so scared of rodents.
it's because of their tails. That's why. It's because their tails are like little like wormy-ish. That's why like they're dry and they're like scaly, not scaly, but they're like dry and like people like freak out because they're like little fuzzballs, but they're so cute to me. I love fancy rats, you know. I love like I'm more of a rat guy. If I ever get a pet, it will be a fancy rat again. Specifically a female one again, because I know how to handle fancy rats, but
The tails. How the hell is that an issue?
the tails, it's people there's like a phobia that I mean people have like rat phobia too, but there's like it's specifically like because people like yeah, rat tails have a different kind of texture than other things. So like if people like feel it, they'll like freak out a little bit. You know, their fur is fine. It's just they're like a different kind of scaly creature. You know, not scaly, but not scaly. They're like it's skin. It's like saggy skin. It's like old person skin, but less moisturized. You know. Like it's like if you touch like old like you know when your skin's dry, that's how what do you call it? It's that but like far far drier.
Makes sense. It's like when you feel a hard thing in your soft food that you didn't put in on purpose.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's that, you know. I'm all too from you know, unfortunately you just got to be careful putting your hard stuff in your food, you know. But don't chink. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, no, yeah, I don't know. They're very very sweet creatures. It's just, you know, you just gotta how do I say it? You just gotta be careful. Like what do you call it? You just gotta. Any pet takes maintenance, but like you know, I don't know. That's like let's see, fancy rats. I would say is like the number one easiest pet to take care of, at least in my eyes. But I don't know. There's people that have dogs and cats and and like ferrets and freaking like foxes and like turtles and like snakes and shit, and they're like, oh well, this is the easiest creature to take care of because of blah 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 blah. Because
I really like crushing chips into cottage
take
cheese, especially the sour cream and onion ones.
I really like crushing chips into cottage cheese, especially the sour cream and onion ones. Really, I like cottage cheese by itself. Cottage cheese is tasty on its own. You know, but you know, yeah, I love me some regular cottage cheese, like just by itself. But there's a specific one though. Like there's the cottage cheese that's like there's like it's like a flavored cottage cheese. I don't even know how to explain it because there's the original one which is like way less flavorful. But then there's like this really specific one.
Cottage cheese is just good, but it can be improved with additional ingredients.
Yeah. Well, there's in cottage cheese, there's this one that like I've had like normal cottage cheese before, and then I've had like this like one that's like slightly flavored differently, and I like that really slightly flavored one. And it's weird because you don't notice it because it's like I've eaten cottage cheese before, and it's like, and I was like, man, this is like really good. And I would always get like, you know, my parents would always get like the same type of cottage cheese. They got really pissed because I would also eat a lot of it, you know, and I wasn't supposed to be eating it, but you know, fuck them. I'm not saying that because I'm not saying fuck them because like, oh yeah, I'll eat cottage cheese whenever I want, but it was because, you know, abusive parents, so, you know, just a little bit of extra payback. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, no, like, but there was this very specific one that you can get that's like a cottage, there's like a cottage cheese that you can get that's like, that it's, there's a, how do I say it? There's like one that's like a specific type, and then there's the original, quote unquote. It's called original, but the original has something put in it that is like extra flavorful. And I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's like I don't remember if it's like the fat-free one or what it is, but they put something in there that that clearly is worse for you to eat, and it's not in the regular healthier cottage cheese, if that makes any sense.
And now for something completely different. 87 Little Plague Doctor.
87 Little Plague Doctor? What is 87 Little Plague Doctor?
What are you trying to say, Color?
What, that cottage cheese is... No. So when you eat cottage cheese, when you eat cottage cheese, right? Like, or I've had cottage cheese before, right? But there's cottage cheese that is like actual cottage cheese, and then there's the like extra processed one that has like something put in it that they call that like is like a brand cottage cheese that they call quote unquote original cottage cheese.
I'm actually not a fan of that.
Not a fan of what?
It was an emoticon that the TDS read.
Not a fan of what? What, of cottage cheese that's not the original cottage cheese? Not a fan of what? Oh, is it an emoticon? 87 Little Plague Doctor. Who the fuck is Little Plague Doctor? What are you not a fan of, Puro Tic Tic?
All the cottage cheese that you're talking about, I know I see it in the dairy aisle, but I said no to that.
All the cottage cheese that you're talking about in the dairy aisle. I said no to that. Oh, no to the... no, yeah. So there's the cottage cheese, like obviously like in a specific area, right?
By the way, I'm using my new Amazon TV to talk to you.
Oh, nice. I hope that what do you call it? I hope that Fire Stick is serving you well. I was gonna say, yeah, no, there's this cottage cheese brand that's specifically like they call it quote unquote.
It looks like a Little Plague Doctor when you tilt your head to the left. Let me send it again.
Okay. They call it original cottage cheese, right? But it's not actually like
87.
It's not the cottage cheese that call it Little Plague Doctor. I don't even know what a Little Plague Doctor is. I'm sorry. What do you call it? There's this cottage cheese that's a brand cottage cheese, but they call it original cottage cheese, quote unquote.
Most technically,
right?
Insignia television with Amazon built in it.
Okay, gotcha. That's fair enough. I hope you enjoy me, I guess, on your giant TV. I feel like you might be wasted it like a little bit, because it's like, oh man, I got this really nice TV that lets me see like some really cool CGI effects. Now let me go to watch a stream of a guy that makes stuff in like 720p. Or let me watch the Twitch streamer that has 720p like freaking Twitch streams. Let me watch the guy that has like lower quality like old school.
Is Zen trying to call me a plague
videos.
doctor?
I have no idea. I don't think so. There's a little like thing that it's got like a bracket, like a closed bracket, and then it's got like a line, and then 87 apparently. I don't really see how it looks like a plague doctor, though. I mean, I guess I could kind of see it. Yeah, no, there's a... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sorry, I know I've been talking about cottage cheese for way too long. I'm just, like, obsessed with, like, it's just weird. I haven't had cottage cheese in a while, so I probably can't find it anymore. But they're, like, the brand cottage cheese, like, I think it's Daisy, maybe? That cottage cheese, man, it's, like, it's really fucking addicting.
It looks like a top hat with the bird mask that plague doctors had.
Top hat with a bird mask?
By the way, Color, I saw on Netflix that the Steel Ball Run I watched is delayed until September.
The Steel Ball Run? What the hell is the Steel Ball Run? The hell is that? Do they, like, run away from a steel ball like Crash Bandicoot? Is that one clip? I mean, that one's a boulder, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna actually speed this up just a little bit.
Leg is still working really well. Not even winded, like I would be, because it's pretty warm
Is
out today.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7.
Layers.
Is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7? Oh! Oh, geez, yeah. I really could not get into JoJo's. I'm sorry. I really could not get into JoJo's. I tried, but, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is, like, hold on. Sorry, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure just really, like... I know that everybody's like, oh, well, you gotta finish part 1 before,
And I saw the whole first stage, aka episode 1, and it was pretty cool, but then I kept seeing videos of it saying that they're delaying it until September.
Yikes. Yeah. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, well you gotta watch JoJo's. You gotta watch JoJo's. You gotta get past the first part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and like part 1 and you'll be solid. I got way past part 1. Or not way past, but I got pretty decently at like after a little bit, I think, of part 1.
I'm sorry about the camera being so shaky.
You're good. Here. Hold on. Let me see. Should we comment on this video? Hold on. Let's see.
Of course you're saying that, but I was the one that finished every part.
Hey, stop. Stop. Bragging. I hold around.
From part 1 to part 6.
Part 1 to part 6. Yeah, I know those. Yeah, why do they call it parts exactly? Instead of just seasons. It's like, it's just full-blown seasons. I was the one that finished every part. Yeah, I know, but like, this is kind of the problem. I just couldn't get into it. Like I say, I just couldn't get into it because it just, like, it was such a, like, the slug at the beginning was already, like, really hard to get into, but then it's, like, it has that typical anime trope that I call, like, the Danganronpa trope, right? Where it's, like, thing happens, then they say thing, then they say an extra thing, then it's, like, really extra about that extra thing. Let me go look at the comment you left
because your head blocked the view.
Yeah, what do you call it? It was thing that said the extra thing. I get it, because my big head blocked the view, yeah. Sorry, you know, my chrome dome is, my bald head is kind of, you know, quite beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, what was I gonna say? Sure, I lost my train of thought. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, how do I say it? It just, like, it does that thing where, like, it's the basic anime trope of, like, of repeating the same thing, like, 30 times, you know? Where it's like, this guy is on, like, for example, you just, like, let's say, you know, I always hated that, like, really, like, tropey, like, this is kind of the reason why I have trouble with anime sometimes, because I used to, like, I watch anime still, right? Like, I mean, I don't watch as much anymore, but, like, the thing that always bugged me about, like, anime like that is, like, let's say a character was, like, grabbing, like, or, like, you know, walking on top of, like, a rock, and he, like, jumped, like, 5 feet to get onto the rock, right? There will be, like, the character would be like, ho, I jumped on a rock, and then the other character would be like, oh my god, he jumped on a rock? He jumped on a rock that was on the ground, that was on the, and and he jumped in the air to get on the rock, and then the next character would go like, man, I can't believe he jumped on that rock, and that rock is, like, I can't believe that rock is that, you know, that rock is so big. You can't normally jump on a rock that big unless you're some kind of superhuman. And then it would be like, wow, then like it would go back and that, like, back to the other character, and they would be like, is that any normal rock? No, the rock is not normal. Like, it would just do that shit 50 million times. I call it the Danganronpa effect, where they say the same shit, same type of dialogue, and explain the dialogue like 50 million times because it's Japanese fucking dialogue. And it's so annoying. Yeah, it is. I really hate that shit. Because it's like, it's such a fucking, like, JoJo's is definitely that. And I get it. It's based off of a comic from the fucking 90s. I get that shit, right? But oh my god. is it really fucking annoying. It's like, it's the reason why, like, I kind of like Overlord, because Overlord doesn't necessarily do that. It makes fun of, like, certain tropes like that, you know? It's a reason why, like, certain
Look, I have eyes. I can see what's happening.
yeah, it's like why I like One Punch Man so much. It's because of, like, it's because they make fun of the trope that is like the dialogue where they like a certain thing happens, then the villain says something, and then has like this crazy dialogue, and then has like then one of the protagonists says something, and then like a side character says something that's the exact same thing, and the protagonist says the exact same thing again, just in a different way. And then a bunch of other like crazy ass dialogue happens. It's annoying, right? Like, Western shows just don't do that. That is the one thing I like about, like, I know people really hate One Punch Man, but the one thing, like, I know people really hate the third season of One Punch Man, but the one thing that it has always gotten right is the fucking like insane amount of dialogue of saying one thing and then repeating one thing. Exactly, I am doing the trope. Exactly. Like, it's so dumb. It's so annoying. Like, it's the reason why people make fun of anime so much, because it's like, that is the one thing. And like, I have my roommate constantly defends anime when it does that shit, and he's like, oh, well, it's Japan, it's purely pun-based. I get that. I really do. But here's the fucking problem. The world economy existed, right? Like, and here's the problem. A bunch of fucking anime that is, like, from Japan has proven time and time again that, like, they can just not do that.
Because I have a friendship with them.
Have you seen... I have not. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, no, like, it's this thing in fucking... Like, it's so ironic because, like, anime has time and time again, like, actually cut all that bullshit out before, because they've learned off of Western shows. Just like how Western shows learn off of anime has learned off of Western shows with dialogue. So it's like, it's a thing that happens. It's like, oh yeah, but it's different cultures. But here's the fucking problem. Those cultures
Anime
are
can be
clearly...
good, but it really just depends on what you like.
Well,
it's a medium, not a genre, but a lot of the tropes are really fucking annoying.
Here's the fucking crazy thing. Animated shows, even overseas, have learned off of each other. Like crazy. It's like the fact that stuff still happens is what bugs me so much about anime. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's like, obviously they've gotten way better with it, but like, dude, it's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a purely like perfect reason why I just don't like that trope so much. And I get it. Like, you know, there's also, of course, like the dialogue of like character acting, like, you know, being like some kind of like wimpy dude, and then
woo, ADHD rant.
Yeah, sorry. There's some like what do you call it? I know that Western like shows also have the trope that I know Western shows also have the trope of being like, oh, wimpy character gets really cool superpowers, and then he gets his like ass kicked, or like some giant fucking character comes on screen that's like, you know, it's like this character gets like what, fire powers, right? And then just some Dark Lord character huge dude jumps in, like bashes the floor and like destroys like the ground around him, and then the dorky character is like I'm not fighting that, and then he runs away. Or he's like, oh wow, it's like, there ain't no way I'm gonna be able to beat this guy, and then like he does a sensible thing, and people...
It's like, hey kid, do you want superpowers? And then the story happens.
Yeah. It's like, hey kid, do you want superpowers? And then the story happens. Well, like, a lot of people really hate the wimpy protagonist, but I like the wimpy protagonist because it's like, he is a lot more relatable most of the time. When people make a character that is just a dork, and he just happens to get like some kind of superpowers, and like, or like learns like magic or some shit, he does exactly like what everyone would do, where it's like, yeah, big fucking scary thing big fucking scary thing is trying to kill you. Obviously you would be like the sensible person, be like, yeah, fuck that. You know, or you would suck at what you're doing at first, And I think that's like people like there's some tropes that work, right? And maybe this is the kind of maybe like anime like maybe
On Instagram, I had a sliver of having 200 follows.
Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. Good for you. How do I say it? I was gonna say, yeah, no, I mean, sorry, I promise, I'm like, I do care about that. I'm just like, I'm on this like tangent, and I really just gotta make like this weird tangent about like shows like this, man. It's unfortunate, right? Like, I'm not saying that those shows are bad, right? That does not mean that they're bad. There's a lot of problems. And maybe, like, that trope is something that,
like when I saw that weird stone structure with a fresh animal skull on a big rock, and I left because fuck that.
Let's see. Like, when I saw that weird stone structure with the animal... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. A protagonist doing the reasonable fucking thing should not be a thing that people get angry about, but... But the people that tend to get angry about it are the people that are the quote-unquote anti-woke people, right? The fucking Gamergate dumbasses that are like, they're like, oh my god, that character is so wimpy. Why did he run away? Oh my god, I'm so tired of this woke bullshit where the protagonist runs away from the villain. I'm like, bitch, you would definitely do the same. And you would not just do this.
We all saw the Beastars final season.
Beastars final season? I actually have not, but you can spoil it for me. It's fine. Cause that shit is gay as hell. Like, I'm not saying like this is not a bad
fellas.
thing.
I'm typing this in the Steam overlay.
It's just really, I will say Beastars is really funny because the writers have like clearly like, what do you call it? The writers have clearly like kind of been like, how do you say it? There's like so much gay stuff that happens in that show, and it's really fucking funny.
Look, I'm an actual superhero, and I left a sketchy situation immediately after I realized it was off.
Actual superhero, and I left a sketchy situation immediately after I was off. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like people
Doggo,
would do
face.
exactly what you're doing in real life. Hi, Kabeko. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Yeah, no, like people, like that's the funniest thing. Like, I don't know why people
You
get
can't tell
so
me that any
mad.
normal guy wouldn't run the fuck away.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get that. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's not a like, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world to have like a character that
Vtuber.
like. It's not the worst thing in the world to have a character that's also, like, fearless, right? That's fair, right? Like, I get it. If it's, like, some big-ass warrior character, that, like, buff guy that's, like, seen, like, war, you know, what do you call it? Like, seen war, like, time and time again, I would expect him to probably be pretty fearless. But if it's, like, a character that's, like, a city folk, like a city person, like a person that, like, lives in a city... And then they randomly get, like, you know, struck by, like, you know, they randomly get, like, fucking superpowers out of nowhere. Like, you know, like, they get, like, superpowers out of nowhere, and then they, like, freak out because they have superpowers, and then, like, some dark-ass entity wants to jump in to kill them, like, because, obviously, they probably collected something that they're not supposed to have. You know, yeah, like, I would... It's like, yeah, that everybody would... That's just a relatable character. He would freak out. You know? Not
Talking
all
about
of
Netflix
us.
and such.
We're talking about just TV shows. I'm talking about how, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure does the anime thing. Where it, like, how you say it? Where it's, where it uses like a what I call the Danganronpa effect, where one thing happens and then everybody repeats like that one thing for like, you know, 20 lines before they finally move on to something else, just to repeat the same thing over and over again.
Do you play Xbox?
No, I do not, unfortunately.
Yo, Color, I wonder, did you ever realize that some MFS hating furries also hate the LGBT? Also, I love gays, so yeah.
Do you realize... Hold on.
Not anymore.
Hold on. Yo, Color, I wonder, did you ever realize that some motherfuckers hating furries also hate the LGBT? Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit. Sorry. Like, yeah, that's obvious. I'm not saying no shit to you, like, as a mean thing. It's just like, yeah, those guys... Like, here's the problem. They're all gamers. They're all people that, like I said, they're the gayest motherfuckers around, but they're clearly in the closet. What happened to what? The furry fandom? No, yeah, I know a bunch of people are homophobic towards furries. Like, you know, why do you think the mainstream is trying to dismantle, trying to fill the furry fandom with burned furs? Like, it's what's happening. They're trying to get rid of the LGBTQ plus community for a reason. They know furries is the way that they can do it because they can say, "Oh, I'm an ally of LGBTQ," but then they're like
I'm talking to
fucking
Zen.
Nazis. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I know, like, people that are anti-furry are also anti-LGBTQ.
Also, let me say that the LGBT is cool because they got cool flags and I don't know one made modern PCs.
I don't know, one made modern PCs. I mean, you know, I mean, we don't need to be cool. We're not trying to be cool. People that are LGBTQ plus just want to be left alone. That's the irony. There's so many people that that the reason why we make jokes on the internet about gay stuff all the time is because of how much people just attack us for it. Like how many homophobes there are, how many obviously anti-trans people there are now. Like, you know, it's
well,
very
Cuba, I'm a bisexual furry.
Well, Cuba. I'm a bisexual furry. I don't know what Cuba is. I'm sorry. Or Cuba? Bisexual furry. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Dog, you already are cool. Coolness jump scare. Oaga booga.
Booga booga. Woobagum. Oh, just like fucking.
I just kinda stopped having time to play after I started focusing on my superhero career.
Kinda stopped having time to play after I started focusing on my superhero career. Yeah. Gaming is a fine hobby. It's just once it becomes a job, these guys clearly become.
Yeah, it's very hard to pronounce stuff with a stupid Amazon Fire Stick remote.
That's fair enough. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Gaming has been the gaming community really just it's fine. Most people are typically pretty passive now. It's just there's that little small group of people.
My Amazon Echo Dot 5th gen is giving me sound and it's literally a ball.
Giving sound, it's a ball. That's funny. You have balls in your room. Ha 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 ha. Hilarious. Anyway. What's this on A? I want to sing. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yes, I have the hockey puck version of the Amazon Echo device and they still like the way that I talk.
That's funny. I still like...
Even though I've been active for 4 years, it's still so surreal to call myself a superhero, leading a team, and teaching younger heroes.
Teaching younger heroes? God damn, you're already young. How the... God damn. Good for you, shit. Honestly, you're doing a service. I mean, you know, you're doing a very good community service, even though people don't want to recognize that you are, you know. You are in a rural area, though, so it is very interesting. But, like, I mean, you know, nobody else
Younger
is
as in with less
it.
experience.
Younger as in with less experience. Exactly. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get ya. Wait, does TD happen the same time here? Come on. My God, it really does do that. Okay. What was I gonna say? Hold on. What? Hold on. Sorry. Today. Oh my God, it really is just 1, 2, 3. No, I did not expect that to be single frame and 30 frames per second. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Okay. Damn, it is so fucking hot in here. Why is it so hot in here? I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'm gonna turn on the AC because Jesus Christ, it is fucking.
Zen, whenever you do get a chance to get on Xbox.
Dude.
Anyway, yo color. I know you'll deny the fact that you're cool, so I'ma say this. You're cool. There. I just jump scared you. I think. You can add me. BA6Y Tiggy. Bruh. Dude literally left the room he was in. But I'm so confused on how some random sickly kid ended up being a superhero. Like, I know my thought process on it and all, but it's still so surreal. Also, I play on PC now, since it's easier to just start and play for a little bit when I have time. So I don't really play on Xbox anymore, even when I have a little time. Well then there is a Xbox app on that Windows. Anyway yeah, I'm rambling ain't I?
No, I don't even have anything that can close it. It's much better though. Okay. That's much
Anyway,
better.
I think I made my Ubuntu look like Windows 11. Hehe. I think Kohler just went out to get a drink.
Alright. I think Color just went out to get a drink. No, I went out to go take a piss and at least like turn my AC on.
I'm sorry for
Like,
Zero Tick Tick, but I'm not going to add you on
because I'm,
Xbox.
like,
I don't even know you.
fucking Sweating in my own room. Or like my freaking, I call it, my armpits are just like sweating like a motherfucker. I need to shave. That's also what I need to do. I think that's why as well. Like I'm not shaved right now. You know. Just a very big thing. Just make sure to shave, like, yourself in the summertime because, like...
Alright, bye. Take care, fellas. I'm a baby furry and I play Rec Room.
Play Rec Room? I do not know what Rec Room is, I'm sorry. Hold on. I think that's the friend game, right? The game where you, like, go with all your friends and shit. Let's see. Rec Room. Scale virtual reality online video game. Okay, so it's exactly what I thought it was. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what this game is.
I got a haircut recently. I think I look pretty good. No pictures though.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. So this is like the other...
Cool.
This is like that other game... Yeah, what's up? What's up? This is like that other game that, like, that has all those, like, arcade game shit in it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's, like, got, like, a Gary's Mod thing-esque thing to it, but it's, like, it's not Gary's Mod. What the fuck is that name of that game? Hold on, let me, probably going to be interrupting my roommate, but let me call him.
Actually, if Zen had a furry persona, what would his species be?
Hey, hold on. Hey, what was that game that used the Gary's mod engine? I don't remember the name of it, but what did you just redeem? Hold on. What did you just redeem? Let's see. If Zen had a furry persona, what would his species be? Honestly, probably a
Just
fair.
sneezed like a baby. Alright, one more message before I leave to play as some character from The Binding of Isaac. Epiphany mod. I like these streams.
I don't know how. Unpause video. Oh,
It said unpause video.
I gotcha. I was gonna say.
Some twine.
I forgot what the name of
It's all so far. It's almost time to turn around. Because normally I go a lot
Okay,
farther than this,
bye. Take care, fellas. Have a good day or something.
but not going.
Alright, you have a good night, Pico. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. I accidentally full screen the chat. Oh god, you guys are in my face. How did I... Oh, there's no X. There's no X or anything. How did I do that? Oh no. Oh no.
But thanks for the help.
Oh no. How do I... I can't unfull screen it. What did I do? Like, there's no X or, like, or I'm, like, holding down escape. Do I have to... How do I get out of... How did I close... Oh my god, you guys are, like, in my face right now. You guys can't see my screen, but you guys are, like, directly in my face. You guys are, like, covering my whole screen. How did I do that? Hold on. Oh my god, I almost accidentally shut down my computer. The fuck? I can't even... I have to I just have to, like, close the whole application. Okay. Let me try... Oh, man. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Much better. Jeez. God dang, chat. Why'd you get in my face like that? Jeez Louise. Oh, there's so... Anyway. Alright. Anyway. Goodness, I know you guys want to be the star of the show, but my goodness. Gotta at least leave some room on the screen for me to draw, at least. I'm starting to recognize why streamers have two screens now, because I have... Or why, like, artists might have that, because, like, there really could just be one screen where it's, like, where I have, how do you say it? There can be just, like, one screen where I just have chat off to the side. Like my own personal window.
Oh, I had an incident on March 20th.
March 20th? What happened?
Still working great. But we'll reassess once I get back. So yeah, don't know why it cut out there for a sec, but it did.
On a...
You can see it's becoming night during my patrol.
Kinda, yeah. I can definitely see the
Hello
dusk.
again, fellas.
It is about to be dusk. For sure. I'm used to seeing way too much sun and usually having, like, it go from day to night within, like, less than a few minutes where I live, because it's sunlight till, like, 7 o'clock at, like, you know, at night. Like, in Arizona, we just... Our sun stays just up that long. So... Oh yeah, by the way, today, frickin', what do you call it? Today, frickin', what do you call it?
I was going to cut an onion with a steak utensil.
I was going to cut an onion with a steak utensil? Jeez. God damn. You don't need that big of a knife. I mean, you know. I mean, frickin', you know, tears plus a knife like that big. I mean, shit, man. Asking for
I gotta say,
something
both furries
bad.
and LGBT fellas are cool AF. I think.
Furries and LGBT fellas are cool as fuck. I mean, we're just people. I mean,
My opinion on hope. Would you rather hope for a better tomorrow, or work your ass off to build one?
work your ass off to build one. Well, hoping and
Tears up. Binding of Isaac reference.
hoping is what do I call it? Hoping is how you inspire yourself to make a better future. If that makes any sense, you know, because it takes action to do that, and you have to give people hope to be able to take action. So, like, because you know that's you like organize, like, what do you call it? You bring hope, you organize, and like, and then then you take action. So, I mean, both pretty much. You have to do all three.
But I didn't think I'd be out.
It's long and arduous. Nothing's instant. So,
Another can.
if you're talking about right now, like with everything happening at the moment, the best way I can explain it right now is
I'm happy to inspire others to help. That's one of the reasons I made the suit, but I'm not a very hopeful person.
not a very hopeful person.
Anyway,
Well,
gotta say that Ultra Kill is pretty difficult. And there's gonna be a mod for Isaac which adds V1 from Ultra Kill into Isaac. So yeah, check that out if you wanna.
let's see. Okay, I'll look at that. I'll talk about that in a bit. Like here's the thing. It's like, God damn it, I said the fucking thing again. You said the thing. You said the thing.
And when I was cleaning it, the stupid tool opened a wound on my right index.
Here's the thing, man. Fucking no, I'm not counting that one because I'm repeating it. The right finger. What the hell? Wait, hold on. Cleaning. Congrats, Zen. You have a wound, buddy. I guess. Why do you guys always hurt yourselves? You guys always like. What is why are you guys so prone to hurting each other? Or hurting not each other, but hurting yourselves. Jeez Louise. You guys, good God. That's why I made a freaking button for it.
Only a finger? At least you are not me.
Yeah, Sen definitely has hurt themselves more times than I can count. Let's see. Gotta say that Ultra Kill is pretty difficult, and there's gonna be a Binding of Isaac mod, which adds V1 from Ultra Kill into... Okay.
I don't know, I think it's the way of our dumb furry minds.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Zen's a furry. I just think it's just humanity, period. Yeah, very funny that you also...
Zed doesn't remember back in 2014 I broke my leg. Yo color, is me having autism the reason I don't understand some things? Like, bruh.
I don't think he would... I don't think
Just finished Arkham Asylum.
In order
Damn good
to...
game. Yo color, is me having autism the reason I don't understand some things? Like, bruh.
Probably. But here's the problem. It's also the fact that people also don't understand, like, disabilities. Like, when you have a problem is with, like, autism, or, like, people don't understand about, like, autism and, like, ADHD and, like, you know, even being, like, paralyzed, like, from, like, the waist down, like, if you're, like, in, like, a wheelchair or some shit, people just kind of forget you still have, like, everything else. It's just, there's just, like, one specific thing you don't have. People think that of, like, the most severe
Any interest in the
cases...
Jack Dexter mod that makes it play like Half-Life?
Jack Dexter mod? That makes it play like Half-Life. I probably might play Jack Dexter at one point. Because I like, what do you call it? Or, I think that's the one, right? The like,
I don't know if my autism is hard to manage.
Game?
Like, all I do is walk around like a video game NPC.
Well, so, here's the problem with, like, or here's the funny thing. It's not that you're the problem, it's the fact that people just don't understand.
I'm autistic and ADHD. People just don't understand that it's a physical issue, like any other disability.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is people just don't understand the fact that, like, disability is, like, we all function the same as everybody else, we're just missing one thing. I mean, we're not functioning the same, but we're missing, like, one thing, right? But everybody is used to the extreme cases where it's, like, people, sorry, how was work? How was errands? How's your day in general, Risky? Sorry. I am in the middle of a conversation. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like, juggle multiple things at once. I apologize. Yeah, the one thing people don't understand about like disabilities like that is like they forget that we're just missing one specific thing, and they're more used to the ones where they see like the really extreme cases where they can't like function and take care of themselves. So they need like a guardian the entire time. But the problem is they forget that most of us are still functioning adults out in like reality at one point, and we just do the same as everybody else. We just have certain problems, right? Like ADHD, you forget things a lot. And like unless you get like you put something in your calendar like minute 1, you're probably going to forget it. So there's certain things we just can't do, but you can do certain things. Like I've been working in customer service for like 10 years. I still have a job, I still pay taxes. I still I still fucking what do you call it? I mean, I still obviously can have conversations about a lot of things, right? One of my parody artwork is on in game Brock the Investigator. Really? No shit. I played Brock the Investigator. Which one is it? If you don't mind me asking. We might, yeah, I've been wanting to play Brock the I want to be, like, I already know, like, everything about Brock the Investigator, and I've done almost everything in it. So, I may not play it on stream just because I've already played it, but yeah, I love that game. It's very, very, it's very interesting. It's very, wholesome, in certain points. Except for the ending where Brock, beats the shit out of everybody, and you kind of do that at the beginning. That was my first ending, where Brock Brock is, really fucking violent. I'm like, oh, yeah, probably, that makes sense. I'm like, well, whoops. Let's see. Half-Life 1 is world record in under an hour, and I recently enjoyed the compilation of Quake moment. Puzzles are blah, 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 blah. Let's see. I wonder how watching that affects ADD, sorry. Watching that affects ADD. I mean, who knows, man? There's so many, things that clearly, are just, easily distractions for us. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are easy distractions for us, so it makes sense, Anyway, back to the original point. Yeah, people I think that color turned off the TTS. I turned it off for just a second. Hi, Jake. How was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Sorry, I turned it off for just a sec because when it goes to a lot of people, I say it's call it yeah, the problem is you wanna, what should I say, blah, 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 words, I can speak them. Sorry, I was reading that. See, ADHD brain. People just forget the fact that we're functioning members of society still. They just forget the simple fact that, they just think that we're all, people that are, under our parent, being taken care of by our parents, and we can't function in everyday society and aren't paying taxes and just reaping social security. Funny thing is, most people, I don't have social security, and I have many diseases, not just ADHD, and they still don't approve me for social security or disability. And I barely, and like I said, even with, and I don't get, any of the good Medicare that fucking old people get. I get the Medicare that's, you get the worst kind of people, that can take, you're a guinea pig, and then on top of it as well, you still have to pay up, still a good portion. It's just insurance, but instead, you just have insurance with the government. That's all it is, really. Oh, but you gotta, it's oh yeah, but you don't pay for it, bitch. I pay, one, I pay for it with my taxes, and two, I owe back that money. So it's yes, you do owe, you do pay for it, you just pay for it in a different way. The people kind of forget with Medicare, it's not just, nothing in America is free, I think people kind of forget that about the United States, is the simple fact that, insurance, sure, you can have Medicare, and it can be, and, you have Medicare, and sure, it can help with, when you really need the medical attention, but you get the students, and you get, not to mention, you gotta owe back that eventually. So, it's like you gotta owe back whatever the hell you hurt yourself with. Now, is it like, do you gotta owe it all back at once? Sometimes, but depends on what you do. So, that's the reason why you have the highest tax bracket that you pay for your paycheck, because it's like, because you never know when the government just will be like, oh yeah, you owe us money. So, or the IRS, I guess. But why in the description of seeing hemorrhoids? Well, it's because my hemorrhoids are, what do you call it? It's because that's basically, if people ever donate, they're just basically paying for my hemorrhoids by this point. Because I have to treat my hemorrhoids. I have to put, like, ice up my ass. So, be able to treat it. So, I mean, it's to mainly make sure, like, get, like, hemorrhoid cream and shit. So, or, like, a hemorrhoid pillow if I need it. Or, like, baths. So... It's literally to treat my hemorrhoids. So, look, I get disability money, but I still do all the stuff I do because I'm legally considered disabled enough to get the money doesn't mean I can't do anything. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Those are blood clots in the butt area? Yes. Yes, they are. What was I gonna say? And yes, I know it leads to cancer, so, okay, the stream's lagging a little bit for me due to me being on stream overlay, so yeah, but okay, you have a good night, Capeko. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Yeah, no, I mean, what was I gonna say? Why'd you highlight your message? Can you resume the video, please? I want us to get through my stuff so next time the others can show you stuff. It's fine, bro. Hi, guys again. I'm back in TikTok. Back in TikTok? What do you mean? Back on TikTok?
Okay, Kurt 2015.
Getting a little winded now. But I'm about 3/4 of the way done.
Nice.
I'll be alright. Another bottle.
Yeah. I'd be really careful with TikTok right now because I quit that app a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, yeah, unfortunately it is definitely owned by, like, it's definitely owned by some certain, how you say, it's definitely owned by a certain annoying orange fan for sure. So, unfortunately, ever since they threatened the CEO of Netherlands, like, to hand it over, yeah, it's kind of gone downhill. Feel bad for that guy, honestly. I wonder exactly why he gave it up, though, if he lived in the Netherlands. Because that guy lived in the Netherlands, right? So it's like, I wonder exactly what they did to make him, like cough it up. Probably it was in the US.
Our own Oompa Loompa.
Our own Oompa Loompa, yes. Yeah, that stupid app hates baby furs. Well, yeah, every social media app that isn't like, even Furfinity, like, hates baby furs for some odd reason. Everybody hates baby furs right now for some odd reason. It's kind of the reason why people just kind of, how you say it? It's the reason why a lot of people tend to, I don't know, a lot of people are, like, huge haters of it right now because they don't understand it. Like I said, they call us fucking pedophiles when we don't do fucking anything with children, but they don't fucking care about that. They do two
People
sets.
are stupid. Don't do any research whatsoever.
No, exactly. Yeah, the one thing I just really fucking hate about it is just the simple fact that it's like, getting called pedo is the most annoying accusation, like, ever, because, like, that, it's so bad that, like, because there's a lot of things I'm okay with being called on the internet. There's so many fucking things that people call me on the internet, and I'm just like, I'm clearly not that, but getting called pedo is the, like, worst type of thing you can call somebody, because those are the most trash, bottom of the barrel, terrible human beings you will ever fucking meet. like you don't even meet them, right? They're the most terrible people in society, period. In Rec Room, I actually have a whole bunch of baby suits that I use. That's fair. Yeah, they're the most bottom of the barrel, worst fucking human beings you will ever meet. Pedophiles are the worst people you will ever meet. And the fact that that we are being like fucking piled with those assholes. Look, if I was called one of those things, I would probably throw up. Yeah, dude, the problem is it's so annoying because it's like I cannot fucking tell you how you know how much I just want to fucking commit I just want it's like I cannot tell you how many times I want to fucking body slam someone that fucking calls me that shit because that does actually trigger me. Because I'm nothing, I'm not a fucking pedophile. I am nothing towards that shit. I don't fucking,
People keep calling me those words of the P1 and the R1.
I hate pedophiles and they are one. Yeah. Dude, honestly, it's fucking annoying because it's the simple fact that even calling someone that is such a huge fucking accusation, and you better have some fucking evidence if you call someone a pedophile, because that is the worst thing in humanity you could do, because they those people ruin children's lives, period. They ruin children's lives and they don't give a fuck every time. And I know if you guys have seen To Catch a Predator, or now it's called Takedown, with Chris Hansen, or even Oma, or obviously freaking Jay Schlatt, I think was his. No, not Jay Schlatt. Fuck is that one guy's name that catches pedophiles on Roblox? The fuck was his name again? That guy. I actually have personal reasons to hate them. Not that it needs to be personal. Oh hell no, it doesn't even. I don't even need to. Here's the thing. They're gonna be they could hurt someone in your family, so that's personal, right? They walk around everywhere, right? Yeah, somebody calls me that, I full rage, want to go to the cops and have them help me find their IP address. The cops won't help you find their IP address. They don't care if you get if you get harassed. My family has gotten people what do you call it? My family has had people oh, hold on, sorry. Today. Sorry. Today. What was I saying? Yeah, no, freaking people getting caught on that shit is so fucking or what I call it, caught, sorry.
And Kohler, what happened to your YouTube profile picture?
Some canvas from something.
What do you mean what happened to my YouTube profile picture? Oh, my YouTube one? Oh, it's what do I call it? It's the it's Phones' fan art, and I asked him if I could use his profile picture. So, or if I could use his if I could use this this image, because I fucking love it. It's awesome. It's cool as hell. I know it looks a lot more basic to a lot of people, but I think it looks cool as hell.
More twine. More twine. And a can.
Let's see if I can find the original. Hold on. See if I can find it real quick. Because it's cool as hell.
Plexiglass.
I'm really glad I was not showing my tab there, because there was just straight YIF on my screen. There was just straight YIF butthole. Really glad I don't share my screen when I don't need to. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where is it?
Maybe we don't search these things when streaming.
Well, I'm not searching it. I'm looking for... I went to my own profile because, here it is. Right here. Yeah, this, friggin', how do I say it? Yeah, frickin', friggin', what do I call it? Bones made this, you know.
I'm practically there. Leg's holding up real well, though.
That's some good art. Yeah, I agree, dude. It's fucking hella cool, dude. It's badass. He originally made this one, but I asked him to do Anima Oblidis, which is what I call, which is Forgotten Artist. So, you know. Or Forgotten Soul, sorry. I think it's cool as hell. I asked him if it was okay if I used it, and he said yes, so I thought it was pretty badass, so, you know. If it's 15, leave it on the swing. If it's old enough to drive you down, fair play to dick you pound. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on, what? Hold on. If it's 15, leave it on the swing. If it's old enough to drive you down, fair play to dick you pound. If it's old enough to drive you down, what do you mean old enough to drive you down?
8 appetite.
Old enough to drive you down. Fair play to dick it down. No, bad. Perhaps we don't do that. Well, no. So it's saying if they're underage, leave it on a swing. But if they're old enough to drive you down, that doesn't really work in America because unfortunately, if people can drive, yeah, I was gonna say if you can drive, like, then you're 16. Like, people and because I think he's from Europe or he's from like a place that like, because every other place in the world, you have to be 18 to drive. Or a lot of places in the world, you have to be 18 to drive. In America, though, you can be 16. So that doesn't work in the United States. I'm sorry.
Oh, that clears it up.
Yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck? Hold on. Oh, that was it. Okay, cool. Alright, hold on. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Unfortunately, that does not work. Hold on. Yeah, that does not work in this place. I'm sorry. Let's see. My point, they can manslaughter me, but I can't give them my manhood. I'm so confused. I know there's the phrase, if they can't drink, don't like swing or something like that. Hold on. Or if they can drink, then do swing or some shit like that. Hold on, let me see.
I'm curious of you showing my Insta.
Curious of you showing my Insta? Probably not. Let's see here. Sorry. I'm trying to remember the catchphrase. If they can drink, joke. Drink joke. On. Anti-keto joke. Let's see here real quick. Let's find out. Oops. Shit. Let's see. It's not a standard and appears as a misunderstanding or misphrasing. Oh shit. Okay. Hold on. They slow down in school zones? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What's the only good thing about pedos? At least they slow down in school zones. Oh my god. Holy shit. See it after. Probably. Okay, I guess there's not one. Let's see. I guess not. I guess hold on. What is the if they can drink anti-pedo joke? Because there was like one that was really fucking dark. I like my girls like I like my drink anti-pedo. I don't think that's it, but you know. Maybe it was this, I don't know. It's a broader category of okay. Maybe this was the one. I like my girls like I like my drink anti-pedo, I guess. Which doesn't really make much sense. Color, I still love you as my fur bro. Okay. I don't know why I would call me a fur bro. I guess, sure. I'm not sure what that is, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound rude, I just, you know. Sure? Question mark? Applying the absurdity of taboo nature. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then. I don't know. Hold on. Now I want to look up anti-pedo jokes. Hold on. Let's see here. Why don't pedophiles ever win marathons? They're always coming in a little behind. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What's the difference between a... What's the difference between... I know what a bro is. What's the difference between a pedophile and acne? One doesn't come on your face until they're... Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. These are dark, dude. Holy shit. A priest, a pedophile, and a rapist walk into a bar. He sits down and orders a drink. Setup is used to mock hypocrisy of our societal failures. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Wow. Hold on. Hold on. Give me anti-pedo jokes. Let's see what AI can give me. Give me anti-pedo jokes. Oops, not jokes. Jokes. Give me anti-pedo jokes. Sorry, just a few more. Apologies. Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess it probably is like, oh yeah, it's child safety. It's probably child safety reasons. You know what? That's fair.
Cause I'm going night to Sleepy Junction.
That's fair. It's probably the AI, like the AI just doesn't want to like endanger children, so that's I guess fair. I mean, it's making fun of pedophiles, but I get the point. It's probably just because the AI can't do that. Because if you allow it to make anti-pedo jokes, it probably will, like, be able to do stuff for pedos as well. So, like, and pedos could probably phrase it as in, like, oh, well, give me these websites that these sick people will be a part of, and then a pedo will use it, like, to obviously go on, like, really obscure websites. So, you know what? That's fair. There's not any person that would... Yeah, I don't know. There's probably something with the AI that you can't, like, have it, you know, like, pull stuff like that. Because then, you know, you could definitely exploit it pretty easily. So they just cut it off where it's like, okay, nothing involving children, period. Even if it's in a good manner. Okay. Anywho. Anyway. How are we talking about now? Oh, well, we're done with it now. apparently, like, what do you call it? Brave Browser's AI, like, we were pulling, like, anti-pedo jokes. I actually don't know how we got to the pedo thing. Oh, yeah, people accusing us of pedophilia, but, rather you not use the AI. I mean, it's for pedo jokes again. Like I said, I'm not. It's the Brave browser, so they don't. Here's the cool thing about the Brave browser AI. They don't have AI data centers that burn shit, so it's fine. Tiggy baby fur, nice. No, the AI that I'm using, the Brave browser doesn't burn up a shitload of water, so you know. Don't worry. It's not like, they don't have, like, a giant data center that just burns up fuckloads of water, so we're good. So, believe me.
Abwa.
So some AIs don't really... Well, this is the thing is, it's all of the giant corporate companies... Fucks water? What are you talking about? No, I said, incinerates the water, you know? The because here's the thing, you can, like, AI can be, like, how do you say it? Like, the problem is, there's, like, you remember how I said I hate, like, fucking Gen AI because, like, it fucking obviously, like, one, obviously creates a bunch of shitload of slop, but second off, it fucking, like, destroys, like, the water, or, like, it evaporates the fucking water and, like, poisons the water and shit. It's the AI data centers, right? That's a lot of those places use the fucking data centers. The Brave browser doesn't use AI data centers, apparently. So I'm like, you know, like, what do you call it? Here, let me show you. Hold on. They have, like, a whole fucking explanation of it, of, like, how, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, because it's not, hold on, it doesn't use data centers. They have, like, a whole explanation of it that they posted, and then somebody confirmed it. Does the Brave browser AI use AI data centers? Let's see here. Where is it? Oof. Sorry, I'm trying to use a source that's not them. Here. This isn't the Brave browser, this is the freaking, like, DuckDuckGo. Brave AI, known as Leo, operates with a focus on privacy and does not rely on traditional data centers for processing user data. Instead, it utilizes trusted execution environments, which is TEEs, to ensure that user interactions remain private and secure without logging in or retaining data. So it doesn't use data centers, so it doesn't burn up fuckloads of water. Like, long story short, it doesn't use way too much water. Meaning that, like, yes, AI can literally just not be burning up fuckloads of water for no reason at all. Like, you know, so it's the most ethical way of fucking using that shit. So, you know. And they don't allow AI images, which is fantastic, so that's cool. So, color Migo to... Okay, you have a good night, bro. Tick. Yeah, so, you know, if I use, so it's like, that's the cool thing about Brave browser. It is not, you know, how you say it, you know, it actually doesn't fuck up water or poison our water, so it's great. You know, I love that it's not poisoning our water. So, you know, I think that's great. So, like, you know, I don't know. I was always hesitant, like, when using it, but, like, now that I know that it's crazy, huh? It's fucking crazy,
This stream is not sponsored by T-Mobile.
It's not sponsored by Brave, no. I just, you know, I just really like the Brave browser because it uses, like, I know it sounds like I'm fucking talking like it's a sponsor, but it's not sponsored. I promise it's not sponsored. No ad, nothing like that. Like they have like ad blockers and like fucking and like it's really nice to like, just not get ads absolutely everywhere. Like they use a lot of like ethical versions of shit. Unfortunately, um oh, actually no they don't. Not anymore. They used to have AI like image generated like backgrounds, but I think they changed it. Yeah, no, they changed it for sure. Because I don't think they have AI generated backgrounds anymore. They used to, like, AI generated images. They used to, but then they got criticism on it, and they're like, yeah, no, you guys are right. So they just changed it. And now they just have, like, default pictures, which is kind of great. I don't know, maybe they are still using AI images, but I don't know. Maybe it does generate an image. I mean, it kind of looks like it's AI. I don't know, but it's a lot harder to tell. And I don't know. They probably grab like default images because like basically what they did.
The largest 5G network in the USA.
Yeah, well, essentially, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, what's interesting is what they did. Like originally, they had like what do you call it? Originally, they were using AI images before they knew that that shit was like really harmful, and then a little afterwards, they were still using it. But I think like people said something, and then Brave was like, "All right, like submit your images, and we'll just use your images." Like they literally were told like, "Hey, photographers just send us shit," and then now they just use it. So now they just use people's images. So I don't know. Like if these are AI generated, then fucking it's really hard to tell. I think this one might be because of the windows, but I don't know. Like even this building in the background looks a little strange, but
Aussie.
yeah. It's interesting, right? Like, I don't know. Like this one just looks real, right? But I don't know. AI is fucking gotten way too strange now. Like way too hard to tell now, so but like not the worst idea. Just basically be like, all right, photographers, here's some money. Here's some money. Like whoever the hell can give us like thousands of images, we'll just use that for our backgrounds instead. So, they are like heavily like invested into like crypto and shit though. So, they have like a crypto coin. So I'm like, so let's be honest, maybe not the best, but at least, they use like Ethereum and shit, so but I think a lot of people that are like tech insert mobile jingle, yeah. I think a lot of people that are into tech are like really like see this one's just photoshopped. So a lot of people that are into tech like invest in like Bitcoin and like Ethereum and shit. So it's like it does not surprise me that that they probably, that they're techie, but they also believe in tech, but they also like, buy cryptocurrency. So eh, you know, it's worth it. It is worth it. So like it's fine. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of fine. I just kind of wish cryptocurrency was also not as like destroying the environment. God, I really wish it wasn't, but oh well. They're not like trading it in and out like crazy. They're just buying a shitload of it, so. Actually, are those crypto? Hold on. Is that the same data centers? Hold on. Is that the same thing as the AI data centers? Alright, so color, do you know what Pro Tracer is? Because spoiler, it's literally a 3D engine for LEDs out of all things, and it's used for protogen heads. Like, bro, I think there's something, they're up to something. Hold on. What? Do you know what Pro Tracer is? Spoiler, it's literally a 3D engine for LEDs out of all things, and it's used for proto-gen heads. Like, bro, I think they're up to something. Yeah, they're trying to get in on the mainstream furry market, most likely. That's kind of the problem lately. A lot of people have been appealing to like the furry fandom because it's now popular, and it's not a fan of it. I want to wait till it calms down at least. Like, I'm gonna give it like maybe like a decade at least until like I kind of, slowly, I mean, I won't be alive in a decade probably, but I don't know. I'm gonna like really like kind of
Kohler, if you want to talk after stream, we can chat in that chat thing for Google.
Yeah, of course. I'm most likely going to, if I'm talking to furries, I'm definitely going to make sure that they were in the fandom before, like, before like 2015 or something, because like not 2015, I'll say before 2024 or some shit, right? Because I don't want to talk to new furries anymore, because I'm like, I guarantee they're like a bunch of mainstream dudes, and like, I'm gonna sound like such a fucking anime like weeb ass motherfucker, but I'm like, it's very clear to me that people are just in it because they want to be. Actually, I don't know. Here's the thing. Maybe the newer furries might actually be nicer, and it's just the older furries are just such fucking dickbags because, like I said, a lot of them have like high degrees now. So it's like, I don't know. That's the thing is, it's like, because like with gamers, it's like a lot of the old gamers were the reason why Gamergate existed in the first place. Maybe it's the same thing with furries. Maybe like a lot of the older furries are just jackasses now, and there's like some new furries that are actually like really nice that actually might like, because they like had mainstream like brain, or they were like a part of like a lot of the mainstream stuff, and then they just got into it because it was fun, and then it's like new to them and they're having like some really fun. All right, you have a good night, Pearl TikTok. Appreciate you hopping up by for a bit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe furry, like I said, maybe I might need to go to a convention again at one point, because who knows, maybe new furries are much better.
Dog, I'm what some would probably call a new furry, because I recently became a furry, I think. Remember?
Yeah, I know that, Kabeko. Like, I know that, I'm just saying, like, I need, like, a general, like, audience type of thing, because here's kind of the thing, when, like, because, how do I say this? When new gamers came in, like, like, I want to say, like, post, like, God, when was gaming really popular? Like, 2012? 2013? Like, when that shit started happening, like, indie games started just popping up a lot more often. Like, I doubt we would have, like, Undertale or, like, Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, that one I'm not as big of a fan of. Or, like, FNAF mods, or Hollow Knight, or Shovel Knight, or Rivals of Ether, or, like, any of these really, like, crazy indie games, if it wasn't for the new gamers that came in a little bit later. I do not think we would have that without them. And I'm very convinced that it's like a lot of the older it's definitely a lot of the older gamers that definitely like cause Gamergate, not the newer gamers. So I'm wondering exactly if it's the same thing with furries. Like, maybe because a lot of old furries I'm hanging out with, like, people that used to be a part of the fandom, or like not used to be, are a part of the fandom, like, those guys eventually, like I said, they got like richer, they got like degrees they got like IT degrees, and they're just like, they're just dicks. And I wonder if maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way, and like the newer furries might be nicer, and the older furries are the ones that fucking suck ass, right? Like, I might be looking at this the completely wrong direction. Because, like, maybe I'm like, oh, furries, like, it's like, oh, yeah, too many people are wanting to be furries. Because all I'm thinking of is, like, corporations, right? Corporations are clearly trying to make, like, a huge, like, fucking, what do you call it? Corporations are obviously trying to profit off of them, like, heavily. But I genuinely think maybe, like I said, and I've seen, like, way too many fucking bird furs try to jump in. But, like, I think just mainly mainstream people that have gotten interested in the furry fandom, like, they're probably really fucking nice. Let's be honest. It's probably like gamers, right? And there's probably something that these mainstream people will, like, get interested in, just like with anime, right? Like, anime became, like, less stinky because of like, because I know it sounds like ironic, I know it sounds really funny, but like it became like less stinky when mainstream people jumped into it, right? Like I cannot tell you how many people that used to be like huge fans of like anime in like the 90s, a lot of, or like in early 2000s, where they would talk about like how anime conventions kind of got better because there was actually like ladies that were appearing there, and there was like dudes that just weren't like a bunch of fat asses that like stank like high hell. I mean, there obviously still is like a bunch of dorks there, but they said that there was a lot more normal people coming in. Like same thing with Comic-Con, and like I said, like just gaming in general, like just people, mainstream people coming into a group sometimes is good, right? Like I said, it sucks because it also becomes like that thing where you're like getting a little gatekeepy because you're like, oh well, I liked it when it was like really I'm sorry, I sound like Squidward right now. I liked it when it was like when it was just like a niche thing amongst like people that were actually interested in this topic. And don't get me wrong, yes, you still have the little like, you still have like the fucking you have like those snooty white girls that are like, they're like, oh my god, this thing is, I mean, I actually don't know what it's like anymore. Sorry, Zoomers. Sorry, it's got to be bro Zoomer. It's got to be like Alpha Bro, like grind setties, like Zoomers that are now like a part of the Alpha Bro thing. Let's see. Like nowadays, you probably have like broccoli heads that are like, they're like, oh yeah, dude, this is a really cool, like awesome manly thing that I'm gonna like. You could get fuckloads of money from this and from fursuits, even though they don't fucking make fursuits, and they'll be like, yeah, dude, it's like really cool to like scam all these furries out of making their persona fuck another guy with AI or some shit. I don't know. You probably do have those jackasses, but I guarantee like 90% of it is probably just people that are just genuinely interested in it, and like probably better than the people we had before. Because I mean, like, I don't know, like, God, it will become very normy, and that's the unfortunate thing about it. Because like, just like when anime used to be really fucking weird, like used to be considered a really weird thing, which it is, and like comics and gaming and like all that stuff being weird stuff, which it still fucking is, by the way, and like all those guys are fucking dorks, like we're all dorks. Like, as much as that fucking sucks, it's like, or as much as it like, as much as it is like that, like, like was and is like that, and people want to keep the furry fandom weird, it also kind of like, it also might be like, it's just mainstream people coming into it, like, naturally gets rid of the strangeness in fandoms, right? And it's not like on purpose, it's just normal people, like normies jump in, right? Normal people jump into like these fandoms. Like it was like that with like goth and emo and shit, right? It's like people just jump into these fandoms, and the mainstream gets in there and accidentally makes it more normal by accident. So it's like, they make it more normal, and then all of a sudden, like, it's still fucking weird because you're in like an animal costume, but like, a custom animal costume. But like, it's also something that, they also make it where it's like, how you say it? They just make it more normal across, generalized people, right? And that's completely fine, It's not necessarily their fault, it's just they're not weird like us, right? Like I said, like the furry fandom, like I said, there's people with like thousands of different fetishes, Like, I mean, like, there's people with thousands of different fetishes that that straight up like fucking, how you say it? That straight up like do weird shit, right? Like, I mean, let me read it off. Let's see. Let's read off all the fetishes that furry has that furry is like made really popular. Let's see. ABDL, baby fur, bondage. Oh wait, that is baby fur. Okay, let's see. Baby fur, bondage, Digimon, fat furs. Like fat fetishes? Fursuit. Fursuit's just a fetish? What the hell? Hold on. That's a fetish? I guess fucking in fursuits, I guess, could be like an appealing thing. Oh, it's like when you have like gear and shit on. Okay, anyway. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Fursuit, gore, hyper, hypnosis, inflation, macro, micro, muscle, uh, feet, obviously, Pokemon, pregnancy, Sonic, transformation. I don't know what TF/TG is, Vor, and water sports. So, I mean, and that's like the most popular ones.
Wait, furries are going mainstream. Bruh. These news outlets be wielding, I guess. They gonna be making more machines and they gonna be looking like Prado again things, bruh. Gabriel Ultra Kill, bruh.
Wait, furries are going mainstream, bro. These news outlets be wild, and I guess they gonna be more making more machines. Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna be making more protogen heads and like probably having like there's gonna be some giant corporate company. I think Made for You is probably gonna be that corporate company that will probably be like what do you call it? Will be like a giant corporate entity that makes like fursuits. And then people will be like, oh, it's lost its luster from back in the day, which it probably will. Don't get me wrong, but it's really fucking funny. Hold on. Yeah, these guys. Like, these guys will definitely, like, how you say, these guys will definitely become mainstream because they make fursuits like crazy. Make so many different fursuits. Like, these guys will definitely become, like, corporate. I mean, they kind of already are massive. So, like, but I guarantee they'll become, like, the corporate fursuit that everybody buys eventually. Yeah, 2010. They've been around for 16 years. So, I mean, you know, YouTube channel. Trello? They used to have an official website. Hold on. Oh, it's an actual... Okay, I actually have to type it in, I guess. Guess they become that mainstream. Is this AI? God, I really hope that's not an AI image. It doesn't look like it, but, you know. God, I hope that's not AI. That would fucking be annoying. Yeah. Doesn't look like it, but, you know. Yeah, strange. Okay. God damn. Those eyes, brother. Yeah, I can see why people find fursuits creepy, at least, you know. God damn. That's a... I don't know what this is supposed to be, like, originally, or if it's just a prop. It might just be a prop. Okay, alright, we're gonna, like, kink here and shit. I need to stop scrolling, because if I keep scrolling, I'm probably gonna find, like, some NSFW stuff. Let's see. How to order custom commissions, small parts. Let's see. If I get, like, a custom commission, it's like the average. 3 to 6 months. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That is so little. That's so fast. Good god.
Gabriel Ultrakill won't approve of Pradogens unless he realizes they got flesh. I think. Pradogens are like the least spooky fursuit for me because portal.
That's fair. Well, they're also like technology, so unless you're me, you probably want it. You look so tasty. He's so yummy. I wouldn't say that. Thank you though, I guess. Question mark. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're definitely corporate for sure now, but I have a feeling there'll be a large corporation in the future that we're gonna have to like deal with probably. We do work with payment plans using PayPal, e-check transfer, blah blah blah. 100% paid off around a month or two prior to start of your slot. We will email you asking for your duct tape dummy. Any remaining payment and measure. Yeah, no. Oh my god. You can look at their queue. Okay. I'm so confused what I'm looking at here. Is this how many people submitted? Origins are cool, right? But I wonder how funny it would be if they were real. Like, Be a computer? No, fuck that. I don't want to make I don't want to make protogens real. I already hate robots. So I hate robots, period, dude. It's like I don't want protogens or anything, you know. Oh my god, the optical illusion eyes. Yeah, okay. Let me see what it's like without like a custom. Let's see. Okay, I kind of was hoping that it was going to give me an estimate, but oh, you have to like fill out a form and everything. Trying to see if maybe, hold on. Average. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. So if I go by wolves, how much did this cost this guy? Oh, cool. Thanks. Cool. Thanks. Awesome. Love that. Give me a price, or I could probably just look up fursuits, to be honest. Trying to see, is there any rainbow dudes? There's this dude. Let's see. Well, I guess not. Oh. This one's kind of funny.
And I
Definitely.
100% mean tasty as in vor. Happy face.
Wait, cool. I guess. I'm not much into vor, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at. Let's see here. Okay. Let me see. And made to be one of a kind and will not be reproduced. I mean, there's so many furries that look similar now. I doubt that it won't be, they don't have references. They definitely have references, probably, where they'll be like, I guarantee if they try to they created something like mine once before. So, you know, one in a kind is probably not possible anymore. One of a kind. Let's see. How much does a fursuit cost on average? Let's find out. 800 to 12,000. Yeah. Kind of as much as a car, pretty much. Dog, do you actually hate protogens? Like, if you made them... No. I hate robots. Like, I just don't like robots in general. Like, I don't like technology, period. If I was able to just be a famous painter, I would. I don't like technology, period. I just like making cartoons, so I have to use technology. So, range from 800 to 2,500. Yeah, so, you know, about 12,000 fucking dollars to make like a fursuit now. Jeez Louise, so much money. Good God, bro. So it costs about 12K if I ever fucking did. I just would assume that I'm at the highest, so Jesus Christ, that's so much money. I think you can go on like Zell and give your like not Zell, Zillow. I mean, you know, there's like actually places in like really poor areas here that you can get like a home. Hold on. Like if I made one of them real, will you then hate
a
it?
Prado again with flesh is better. I knew it. A machine won't be able to empty the fridge in 5 seconds.
No. Well, here's the thing. If it's used for like obviously, the reason why I hate technology is because it's run by giant corporations. If it wasn't run by corporations, I wouldn't care that much. But it's because it's run by tech billionaires. And I don't like that shit. If it wasn't run by those guys, I wouldn't care that much. But the problem is, it's like, if it's run by tech billionaires, I don't want it. I don't even like this current technology because it's run by, like, an evil organization. Microsoft started as something, but then became something else. Like, it's annoying. It's like giant corporations just don't give a shit. And I know that, and that's fine, you're a business, right? But like at the same time, like, good God, it's like just, they could be a little less evil sometimes. Monthly payment. I'm talking about local things, like, I mean, things that's ran on individuals' hardware. I still don't like technology, period. Because here's the problem, even if it's like, even if you have the best case scenario, like, I'm just gonna assume that thing's gonna be like the Terminator. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. I also don't like giant corporations, but like, again, I just don't like technology like that, period. So, the fuck?
You should like.
Sure, like, make audiobooks. I keep on talking, I love your voice. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I don't know if I would probably be that good for audiobooks. If I would, I would have to like it would have to be like really goofy shit. Cause I like you know, I like trash posting, so it'd have to be something like really stupid. It'd have to be like something that's like clearly like a porn, like, or like not a porn, but what do you call it? The like steamy books, like book talk. The fuck are they called? Uh the lustful ones. What the fuck are they called? Smut. It would have to be smut. Like, it would have to be smut books. Or I would gladly also read fucking, what's the name of that one book? Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what the name of that book is. Uh uh trying to think of the name of the book. I think it's called Shine. Let's see. Yeah, it's the book called Shine. That I would definitely do an audiobook for. But unfortunately it's a comic, so like people would it would be more of a comic dub, which I think somebody already is doing a dub for that, so you know. It would have to be like a book that's also like something you could probably fall asleep. I don't know. Anyway, the fuck am I looking at? Sorry, I'm like unironically like looking at stuff and looking at like literal houses right now. It's really funny. Just like seeing what's in like the main city. The fuck? $37,000 for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. That has to be a scam. Okay, and that one's just not even listed. 25,000? This isn't even it. This isn't even in a bad area. 25,000 for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. That can't be right. There is no way. That has to be a scam. That's in a like a decent area. What the hell? 25,000 for that? That's actually not bad. Huh. Why is this so affordable? It's on like the cross streets between like it's not in a bad area. Hold on, I need to look at this area. This is kind of crazy. Sorry. I genuinely might be getting a house with some roommates then if that's really, because that's really cheap.
Caller, reply to that message, please.
reply to which message? Sorry. So if local AI gets good somehow, and then I cram that into a protogen head, you'd hate it. Well, I'm talking about sentient, like, robots. I'm talking about, like, official, like, I'm talking about, like, official, like, robots that would be, like, not even servants. I don't know. I just don't like AI. That's the thing. I don't like AI. I don't like machines, period. I just don't like machines in general. Like, I know that sounds great. Like, I don't like technology, period. Like, this computer I'm using, I don't really like it. The only reason why, like, I'm using it is because I like entertaining people and I like talking to people. If it was, like, doesn't mean I have to like it, Maybe, is that, like, probably a bad thing? Yeah, probably, but I don't like machines, I just don't care for them. I don't like robots. Like, I don't like technology, period, so of course I'm not gonna like robots. I think that technology has only hurt humanity, not harm, or like...
But machines won't be sentient unless they figure out consciousness. So, it ain't being figured out anytime soon.
Well, you say that, but unfortunately superintelligence already is a thing, and because there's no restrictions on AI right now because of our fucking dumbass, like, leaders, places like Facebook are literally making, like, sentient AI, like, robots that basically don't have any kind of restriction to them. And they've already learned to make, like, they're already, like, learning to make bioweapons and shit, so unfortunately it will happen soon, just probably sooner than you think, unfortunately. I don't, like, I know that they're, like, right now they're just, like, seem like a social media company, but they're making actual robots, and, like, Elon Musk is willing to, like, all of the tech billionaires want to make robots that literally blow up the planet. Like, they want, like, the world, like, all the human beings to turn into ash, and then they just want this place run by robots. Like, that's not even me theorizing. There's a thing called, like, I think, like, Group 230, that's like an Iranian, like, or not Iranian, like, Iraqian, like, based group that's, like, full of a bunch of elites, like, rich elite people. Like, it's insane, and, like, their whole plan is just to end the planet for some odd fucking reason. Like, that's it. That's their whole plan. Just, like, end all humanity and replace it with robots. That's their plan. Like, I really wish that, like, I was joking, but, like, we're just in a movie now. Our life is like a movie right now. Hold on. Let me see what the name of it is, because, like, I sent it previously. Let's see here. Can't remember the name of them, but they're always, like, they popped up already quite a few times. Let's see here. 8200. Yeah, 8200 is their name.
Dog, I'd want a local one. Like, I'd want my own sentient machine inside a proto-gen head so I can play video games with it. I think.
I know when you mean AI, you're not talking about the other crazy, like, bullshit stuff, but, like, I don't like technology, period, like I said. Like, yes, can it be useful? Sure. Will I admit that it's, like, that it could be, like, used in a good way? For fucking sure. I just don't like technology. I don't. I just don't like it. I don't care how useful it is, If it finds, like, cancer, if it's, like, for medical reasons, then sure, I just don't like technology. Even if, like, even if it was, like, there's, like, cybernetic enhancements that would, like, let me live longer, I wouldn't take it. I would rather die. So, I don't know, man. Like, I like my human flesh and blood, I'd rather still listen to a crazy human being than listen to a robot. It just ain't happening. You can call me a Luddite, I don't care. I'm really surprised. What is this? Sorry, I'm looking at, like, the cross streets and everything of this
Well, I'd want to live a long-ass time. But I'm 17, so how long will it be anyway?
Long will it be? Probably a while, honestly. I don't know. I don't know, man. Where is this? I'm so confused where this is, but it looks like it's like in a decent spot. There's just no way. Like this has to be a scam. Ain't no fucking way that this thing is like it's in a trailer park, but I guess that doesn't really matter though. Let's see. The hell? It's on Chandler Boulevard. Of course this would work. Hmm.
I think I'm in the time period where machines could probably be unrecognizable from a normal dude, right? Am I wrong about that or not?
Machines can be unrecognizable from a normal dude. Yes, most likely. It's killed a lot of like here's the thing. I don't like algorithms in general. So it's like that's the type of machines I don't like. So if I don't even like algorithms, like, you know, like social media algorithms, I will probably not like regular robots. Even if they like if they do like my dishes and shit, I don't know. Let me say this. If it does boring mundane tasks every day and like, you know, like my dishes and shit, then I guess I wouldn't mind it. I just even then I still wouldn't trust it. I don't know. Like, even if it was just made by a local person, I still just don't know. Like, something about that feels weird. Like, and untrustworthy. So. Oh, that's why. That's why this place is so cheap, because it's in, like, the most inconvenient place. That makes more sense. I was, like, so confused why this place was so cheap, and it's because it's, like, way too far away from, like, places, like, from the main like city, not main city, but like the places that aren't like super spaced out. That makes sense. Let's still unironically still live there though. Probably get like a roommate or some shit, but man, dude. Sounds hella nice. So weird. Sorry, I'm like actually scrolling Zillow right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, I love gays. And I'm saying that as in, I don't hate them and I accept them by like, a lot. I think. Like, yeah.
Okay. I, you know, it's pretty gay. How dare you love gays? No, I'm kidding. It's pretty gay to love gays. Why are these Okay, this one is definitely in the ghetto. This one makes more sense why it's so cheap. I was like, this one makes more sense. But like, there was other ones I was looking at that I'm like, why is this so fucking cheap? Yeah, there's certain ones that I'm like, I can definitely see that, right? But there's so many places that are for sale here that are actually like reasonably priced. And like, and they were like in decent areas. Yeah, I know. Some of these places definitely make more sense. The fuck? Where is this at? Why is it
Dog,
5,000?
you're one. I thought that'd make your day.
I'm one. Thought it would make my day. Yeah, it did. I was just making a joke. I was making a joke, man. It's being a content creator, dude. Wow. Huh. I wonder if there's a lot of shootings that are happening in this area. There's a shitload of places that are just like completely up for sale.
Smiley face.
For like little to nothing. Hmm. There's certain areas I'm noticing around there's certain places I'm noticing around these areas that are up for sale, and they're dirt cheap. And it's probably because they're like it's really funny because it's like usually on like if you look on Zillow and you look at like the prices of everything, there's like certain places that are like super dirt cheap, and you can tell like, but there's this big old cluster of them that's like in a specific area, and I'm like, I wonder if that's the ghetto. I wonder if there's a shitload
Thanks.
of
Smiley face.
I wonder if there's a shitload of shootings there. Really, this area has shootings? Hold on. It's weird. I wonder why this area has this one's a little close. Oh, you know why? Yeah, it's on the cross streets of a certain street that a bunch of people like use to evade cops to get to all the Gilbert businesses to rob them. That's why. So what? Yeah, so when you're just like a transfer route. It's interesting. Hold on. I'll like search up this address real quick and just like see where the hell it is. Yeah, it's really funny because it's like some of these places are like
I am tasty too. I think every furry is tasty.
tasty too, but don't ching. I guess. Sure. I don't know what would make it all tasty. I don't know what would make me tasty, but I appreciate it. I guess. I don't know how to respond when you
Okay,
say
bye.
when you
Take care
say
and have a good rest of your
person
night.
is tasty.
I'm gonna have a good day, I think. So yeah, bye. Laughing face.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah. This is definitely a trailer park, I think. Just kind of curious though. Is this an old people like retirement home place? Is that why? Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Is it ghetto? Actually nothing over here. There's an RV park. It's an apartment. Whoops. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like actually just like looking in a certain part. I'm not gonna show you guys because I don't know where I'll be tracked. Okay. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff over here. I mean, this looks fine. Nothing's like falling apart. There's obviously the classic like Mexican restaurant, but I mean the apartments look okay. This is weird. I wonder why this area is like has so many houses up for sale. Because like there's just a shitload of houses at like dirt cheap prices. And I'm like looking around the area and it looks fine. There's a few empty parking lots though, which is very interesting. It's also not up to date. No, it is up to date. Yeah, there's that like classic gas station though where like people can get shot. Let's see. I'm gonna actually search something up. If these cross streets are like heavy where like what do I call it? If like are heavy where shootings are. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see here. Is there a lot of shootings on this and this street? Because usually there's always people that are like post about like certain areas that there's a lot of shootings. Been a few shootings. Okay, yeah. There's just a shitload of shootings there. That's why. Okay. Yeah, so that's why. It doesn't look that ghetto, which is so weird. That is so strange. It doesn't look ghetto at all. There's just a lot of shootings around there. I mean, the buildings are like nice and like the place looks fine. Like it looks like fine, completely fine. Man, that's a bummer. Like everything looks completely fine. That's the irony. I wonder if that's why there's not, that makes sense because there's not like a lot of businesses around here either. So a lot of businesses probably never built anything near there. That makes more sense. I was just like so confused because I'm like, man, this area looks really nice. So yes, the answer is yes. It's in the ghetto technically. It just doesn't look ghetto. It's in the ghetto. It just doesn't look ghetto. And it just like, oops, and now I'm near the light. Now I'm near the light rail. All right, I've gone too far. So weird, man. That's so deceiving. That's actually kind of really close. That's probably why the light rail stops there too, because it's like there's like a shitload of shootings over there. Man, that's a bummer, dude. That's such a bummer because like there's so many places that are like that are for sale and the area looks completely fine. So that's so ironic. That sucks. That actually does suck though. Because it's like you genuinely like you might just be like walking around here and like be like, "Oh man, I'm just going to go to my local McDonald's or my local grocery store." There's like a grocery store over here too. Oh, never mind. Wait. Actually, there's not really much around here. Wait, hold on. How far does this go? Right here. There's not much going on here. Yeah. Just kind of curious. Where's the nearest grocery store from here then? Let's see, because there's a shitload of sorry, I know that I've been doing absolutely nothing, but you know. There's a grocery store. There's a grocery store nearby. There's a couple actually. There's even a Sprouts nearby, which is like more of an expensive like grocery store to go to. Hmm. I wonder why that is. Let's see here. Oops, I accidentally went into a neighborhood. Where is the grocery store? Hello? It's a Chinese place. Oh, this is like for local, like a local place for uh like pet stuff. Wow, there's a lot of local businesses around here. Whoops. I have no idea where that was. Over here, I think? Weird. There's a lot of like local places here and they're not like run down or dying. Huh. I wonder now hear me out if this sounds crazy. I wonder if a shitload of shootings happen there, but like it's mainly just like a race thing. There might just be a lot of racism. That's probably why. There's like a lot of like racist shit that happens there, so it's like people just kill each other there. Because it's like it's a very lovely looking place. It's just very deceiving because it's like it's very deceiving because that means that like what do I call it? There's got to be like some kind of tension like going around there. Because the community looks like the businesses look fine. The like There's small businesses here. Like there's a lot of things here. There's a lot of local businesses over here. It's interesting. I don't know. There's a lot of local businesses. It's kind of a bummer because I think that's just the risk that you take, you know. There's like a drive-through only place here that is a corporation, which makes so much sense. That is such a bummer. Yeah, they're like, it's like a small little like town. You know what it is too, though? It is mostly houses too, which like it's mostly suburbs instead of apartments, which might be the reason why it's a little like iffy on certain places, because it's like I think the suburbs might have caused that shit. There's so many family businesses over here though, it's kind of crazy. Like there's like a small size Sprouts and a small sized Ace, and then there's like just a bunch of local businesses around that. Just so interesting. Yeah, like they don't look like run down or anything. They look completely fine. That also could probably be during a time also as well. Like it's probably fine right now because because of our current leadership, or because of our not currently because of our previous leadership. But now that we have our current leadership, this place might go back downhill. Maybe that's just it. Maybe it just like maybe it improved over time and people are like, what do you call it? Maybe, improved over time and they were trying to get people back in over there. So then at the very least, like, people were able to survive. But I think, let's be fucking honest, probably a bunch of people came in, or like, it's gonna be hard to get people to move back into that area if there's not consistent you know, like community. There's so many decent things around here. It's just kind of interesting that these businesses like I don't know. I know it's still here, or am I just talking to myself? I think I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I don't know. The gas station looks fine. I don't know. Places look fine. It's just a freaking shooty town. It's interesting because I go into like the areas where there's like businesses and shit, and it's like 2022. Some of them haven't been updated in a few years, which means there's like heavy shootings there. Bummer, dude. What a bummer. Yeah. Oh well. Hmm. Hmm. What a bummer. So many houses that aren't gonna be utilized. It's crazy. Man, that sucks. 'Cause these houses look fine. Like they genuinely look fine. Like I mean, you know, they genuinely look okay. It just might be the fact that it just might be the fact that that houses right now are or might be the fact that it's like in a ghetto area. So yeah. I'm just surprised there's one in like a town that's known for being a bit richer and they're completely fine. And like yeah, Gilbert. Let's see here. I'm definitely talking to myself by this point, but like right around here. Let's see, what's around here? Okay. Why has this place not been updated in a while? Oh, it has. I don't know which way I'm going though. There's like nothing over here, that's probably why. A whole lot of nothing. Which is ironic because all the other houses are way more expensive. There's just fucking nothing. That could probably be why it's so cheap. Let's see. Is this place near anything? Let's do restaurants. Ah. Okay, yeah. You'd have to go pretty far to go anywhere there. That makes sense. Yeah, because downtown's really far away. Hmm. I wish Gilbert wasn't so spread out, dude, honestly. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Hmm. Kind of deep into Gilbert a little bit, yeah. Oh. Might be something to look into. Interesting. Alright. Alright. I guess I'll just end stream. Kinda didn't really do much today, because oops.